We're here with Jen DeLawter. This is this month's spotlight highlight showcase of one of the amazing agents here in our office, making certain that everybody gets to see some of the ways that our great agents truly are doing things and just learning more about them. Jen, you are a mother of 2 and a wife of 1. Right?
Let's hope, yes.
So tell me about your husband. Tell me about your kids.
So I have a 26-year-old daughter who's a NICU nurse in Hershey, and my son is 19, and he gives me a run for my money.
Right.
And my husband and I have been married. It'll be 34 years next month.
Congratulations.
Yeah, long time.
Awesome. That's awesome. So I just want to go back a little bit, right? And just give people just the way that I've seen it, my perspective,
Okay.
and you fill in all the good parts, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I remember teaching a class in the market center room in the old space and saying, if anybody would like to be a accountability partner, I am here for you. And I remember
I raised my hand.
you raised your hand.
I did.
And I said, great, Jen, let's do this.
Yeah.
Right? And we hadn't talked much prior to that.
No, but then we talked every day for like a year.
Right? Because what happened?
Yeah, we were accountable. Yeah.
During COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to go back into some of those conversations. Do you remember how they first started off?
I remember how I felt when they first started off. I remember being like, why the hell did you raise your hand? Because now you have to call him because you said you'd be accountable. And I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, he's going to know I don't know anything. He's going to know I'm uncomfortable. He's going to know all this. But it quickly got out of the way. I think after our first call, it was good.
Right.
I was like more comfortable.
And some of the things that we talked about were just around the accountability of being in your business and things like that.
Yes. We did everything. We talked about everything. We talked about like scripting and like what to say and recruiting and we talked about it all. We talked about it all. Yeah.
We had a lot of time on our hands.
We did have a lot of time on our hands, yes.
And then one faithful day you dumped me.
I don't remember dumping you.
You didn't necessarily dump me, but you kind of said, I've got a lot going on. And I've learned about this other group that I'm like head over heels with. And And who was that?
It's James Shaw, but you're the one that told me about him. So you kind of fired me and I dumped you. It all works.
It all works. Remember the conversations, we were just talking about, like you talked about your daughter who's, I won't say she's your favorite, but she's your pride.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And then at the same time, she was being very helpful as your son was just, like you said, giving you a run for your money.
Yeah, run for my money. He still is. Yeah.
And there's a lot of other parents out there that deal with challenging children.
Yes.
How did you get through that and still run a business and be a dutiful wife and a dutiful mother?
I don't know if I'm through it. I think, nothing lasts forever. I keep telling myself this too shall pass. I just keep my head down and keep working. I don't know. It's a lot of putting on a mask and going out there and meeting clients and acting like my life is great. And there's some challenging things at home. There were some challenging things with my mom's health in the middle of it. My dad died. But it basically was just keep putting one foot in front of the other and putting on that friendly face.
I mean, all along you had the opportunity to quit, right? And
it wasn't an option.
It really wasn't an option.
It wasn't an option. Right. It was like... It was something I had to prove to myself, I guess. I wanted it bad enough.
Yeah. And I mean, let's talk about that then, right? You joined that amazing group with James Shaw.
Yes.
The Pivot Shift group, and on that call, what time does that start in the mornings?
7:30.
7:30.
I start a call at 6:30 with the same people, and then his call starts at 7:30 and it goes to like 8:20.
Yeah.
And I'm on it every single day, Monday through Friday.
So let's talk about that because you weren't exactly where you wanted to be in your business, and then I feel like you got into that group, and I watched your business just do what we all hope that our business does, just have a meteoric rise.
Right.
So let's talk about, what did you get out of being in that group? What did you learn? What did you implement, most importantly?
Well, it's like drinking out of a fire hose on some mornings. There's so much stuff going on because there's sometimes there's 1,000 agents on the call, and he can interview 5 or 6 people, and then he has a topic, and then 4 or 5 people have something to say about it. And I realize I can't do everything, but I can do what feels right to me and what fits in my life. So there's times when he's talking about something and I'm like, yeah, this isn't me. And then I'm still listening, but I'm unloading the dishwasher and whatever. And then there's other times when he talks about something and I'm like, oh, I could do this. And then I'm writing notes and I hang up. And I'm not one of those people that gets frozen in having to figure out how to do it. I'm one of those people that just jumps and then figures out what I did wrong after the fact. Which isn't great either, but I'm not frozen, I'm not paralyzed by it. So, I don't know, it gave me direction, it gave me a space to feel connected with other agents. Some of them are MREAs, and I want to be an MREA, and you have to surround yourself with people who are, like-minded but better than you are, so to speak. So yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in on it. I've met him in person a couple times. I've gone to his event. I didn't get to London this year because for some personal reasons, but I already bought the ticket for next year to San Diego. I'm all in. I just think that the group of people are, it's a give and take with anybody that you're dealing with hundreds of people, right? There's some for you and some not for you. But the people that I've met, I've called them on the phone when I've had a challenge, and they've given me guidance or they've suggested things. And every morning, I learn more than one thing. It's like 2-3 things every morning that I implement. So.
I love that. So what I'm hearing is a few things. Number one being that you take what you need out of it. There's a buffet of things that you can learn from, and you only take the things that matter to you, that fit your mode of operation.
But I've been listening to him for 6 years. I missed the very first call. That was the only call I ever missed. And I'm dedicated. Like, if I have a dentist appointment, I am listening to it until I get into the dentist chair, and then when I get out of the dentist chair, I'm going back on Facebook and rewatching it. I'm not missing it. But there's times like when 6 years ago, maybe what I was looking for, I've now put into my business and I'm comfortable with it. So now I'm like looking to implement other things. So I can go back, I can go all the way back and like pull from the buffet from 5 years ago. Or I can pull from, a problem that maybe is happening in the market now that wasn't happening then, right? So it's like this whole library of goodness. I don't know how else to explain it.
Right, and it's
every
working day.
Every Monday through Friday. I mean, it's a lot. I'm in all of his groups. There's something today at noon. Or I'm sorry, yesterday was at noon, Thursday's at noon, tomorrow. And it's just like every day there's something. So it's a lot to like squeeze in, and sometimes it's overwhelming. But I just, on a quiet night or very early on a Saturday morning, or if I wake up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m., sometimes it puts me back to sleep, but at least I'm like, trying. I'm trying to implement.
I love it. MREA, for the people that, may see this and say, what's that?
Yeah, Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It's like Gary Keller's book, which I have not read, but I do own it. But yeah, I want a big business. I want a big business.
It's going to be amazing. The day that you choose to read that book, you're going to be like, I knew that, you knew that. Because you're hearing it all in real time from real people.
Right.
And then the third thing that I heard that you said was you found community.
I did.
Right.
Yeah. Like-minded people that are givers, right? And I appreciate that.
I love that. So one of the things that you did, and we all witnessed because we are all on social media, is that you went into a space that you were very uncomfortable in front of the camera, like you are right now. Like, you often tell me that you don't like it so much, but you do it, right? Like you just do it. And
I do it because everybody's on their phone. Everybody's on their phone all day long. Right. And quite a bit of my business has come from social media, whether it's, people that were in brownies with my daughter, way back in elementary school, even kindergarten, and I'm like friends with them on Facebook, but I'm not like in their circle. And
Let's
then
take
all of
time
a
out.
sudden they call me.
Because here's what I've heard from other agents, not you. You said that your daughter is 26,
Yeah.
and you're getting business
Yes.
from folks when she was 7,
Little.
8, 9.
Yes. Yes. So that started during COVID because I leaned all in. We weren't doing anything. We were stuck at home for how long? And my daughter had to come home from college, and my son was in middle school, and his whole life was turned upside down. And my kids were struggling. Like it was brutal. They were struggling because they were just like, it was just around our family, and they weren't seeing friends, and they were missing out on things. So I started like just talking about my family. I would go on camera and just talk about my family. And I think people thought I was being authentic, which I was being authentic. And then I think they just felt like they knew me. That those years hadn't gone by, that I was still like the same person.
Right.
Yeah. So
now you've been doing that for 6 years, and you're seeing success from it, yes?
I am, yes.
Okay. What else are you doing?
Oh my gosh, a lot. I'm doing a lot.
So tell us about the one day I walked into the market center, and there was prom dresses as far as the eye could see. Tell us
Right.
about that.
So you have to go small to go big, right? And giving back to the community, just being present in the community, it gives me something to talk about with people. It puts me in front of other people that maybe I wouldn't have met. So I've done blessing baskets for the last 4 or 5 years, and then this year I incorporated prom dresses, and then Penridge Fish reached out to me and said, would I do like an Easter basket drive? And we had like 100 and some baskets, and I didn't think we'd ever have that many. So just giving back, like in ways to give back to the community in what's needed, because I want to give back. I want to be known not only as a realtor, but as somebody who gives back and loves where they live. Yeah.
It's so important that you're authentic to yourself.
Right.
And so the way that you're doing that, from what I've watched from a huge fan from on the sideline, you give back in a way that it's okay then to receive.
Right.
Right? Because you've given so much without asking or expecting anything given back, that when those things do come back, whether it's a referral or someone
Right.
saying they want to buy or sell with you, it really feels genuine and good because,
Right.
you've done your part on that other end of it. So.
Right. Years ago, when we were at the other office, it was a long time ago, Lauren Kreinmiller taught a class, and it was about like how she likes to bake, and she likes to give her sphere food. She likes to cook and all. And I think it was right before COVID. And I was kind of struggling with like, how am I going to do this business? Because in my mind, I was like, I don't really like to do anything. And she was like, you have to find out what you love. And I was like, it sat with me for a minute, because I was like, I don't know if I love to do anything. I was a mom. I was running kids, to sports events and therapy appointments. And my dad was dying, and I was taking him to all the doctor's appointments. And I thought, like, there's nothing that I love to do. But then COVID hit, and I became passionate about like helping our community survive, right? Not that I solely did it. I do not think that, but like those
you had a
mom
big
and
hand
pop
in
shops, right? They were shut down, and they were trying to sell their goods, and they didn't know what they were doing. So I bought a lot of things during COVID, and it helped my daughter like feel not trapped in the house. Like we would go and we would order something, whether it be takeout, or we would buy a t-shirt from a shop, and they would, do curbside delivery. So then I would publicize about those businesses, and I found that I really like to do that because I really love where I live. Yeah. So that was what I took from Lauren's, you got to do what you love to do. And I feel like I can give back to the community. I can go in, I can talk to the shop owner, and they have passed business on to me. So, yeah, it's a good thing.
It's a really good thing.
Yeah.
You're doing a good thing, and good things are coming your way.
Yes,
and
well,
continues
thank
to come
you.
your way. What's something that you would share with others that you think that'd be very helpful for anyone else in this business? Basically, just around the idea of, finding their true center, or finding their purpose, finding their thing that they love. How do you go about doing that?
I don't know. I don't think it's not hard. Like, I think when I heard Lauren say those words, I was like, I think I made it out harder than it needed to be. I think I thought it had to be more important than it was. But it can be like, this afternoon I'm doing a walking club. It can be that. It can be like dog walking. It can be flowers. It can be books. It can be anything. It can be cooking class, a wine class. Do you like to golf? Wherever you like to spend your time, those are your people.
Right.
Those are your people.
Okay.
I'm thrilled that you had me come in. I appreciate your time.
This is, you know how I feel about you. And you know how much I love to spend time with you. And I'm so glad that others get to share in this.
I live by the words like never, ever, ever, ever give up.
Right.
That's just my thing.
I love it. It's a great place to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's been another episode of our podcast from Color Waves Doylestown. Please join us for the next episode coming your way soon.